I do have a lot of critique of, what has become the progressive movement in the United States. And
Hmm.
I think the faster it moves, more, it's been coined as like woke social justice. And I think this is one of the single most harmful things to liberalism in the United States and to uh, the left wing movement in the United States, because it's without going too deep in the woke rabbit hole, which it's a topic I'm interested in, but I don't want to go too deep in it now. I think that it's very moved away from what liberalism actually is. They no longer say view the individual; they say view the group. It's the single most important thing about somebody. We should be looking at race, and there's an importance to understanding one's race and how that could impact them in society. But I think it's taken to the point where they make it seem like one's race is the single most important attribute they have, and that is actually something that racists have been saying for almost forever now. And in addition to that, woke social justice, uh, it's often devoid of policy. That they often talk on like these vaguer terms of like deconstruct or dismantle, um, and uh, again, for activism to be effective, generally it should focus on like attainable goals and push for those goals. That's why the American Civil Rights Movement was effective. There was a clear goal, or there's a clear goal and a lot of pressure to achieve that goal. Um, right now, a lot of the demands, if you look at it when it pertains to Israel, it's dismantle the state of Israel. When you look at it in terms of like U.S. policy, it's like end white supremacy, end institutional racism, without any clear policy of what that looks like. It's just like this vague concept that you could rally around, but what does it look like to actually achieve that? Um, so I think, I think activism around the world, whether domestic or international, would be more effective if it took approach that was focused on policy. And generally speaking, I think if we want to build a cohesive society, we need to move towards a society where we're viewing the individual more so than the group that they belong to. Um, and if we want to belong to a group, we should see that we belong to the group of like the human race. I think that's the framework that we should, the primary group we should view people as a fellow human that's deserving of dignity, respect, and basic human rights.